Hey guys, it's Jen. Thank you so much for joining me today for Saturday Morning Makes on Sunday. I'm a little bit late, but I figured better late than never. So it's been a while since I uploaded a video for Saturday Morning Makes, and I just finished this one project last night. So I figured this week would be a good time to jump back in. So thank you to everybody who's joining me, and I'm looking forward to seeing everybody else's projects too. I've seen a few yesterday, but I'm gonna look on YouTube for more #SatMornMakes projects. So hello to everybody. Hi Jill, if you're watching. Jill is the creator of Saturday Morning Makes. And yeah, so let's get started. I thought I would show you all of the products that I used, and then I'd show you my project. Okay, so let's get started with the die. So this was the inspiration for this project. This is I think it's new die set from Waffle Flower Crafts, and this is called the Postage Collage A6 die. So when you cut out this big main die here, it looks like a sheet of postage stamps, and it has different sizes of little openings. So you can create little scenes, you can make it look like a sheet of stamps. I actually just ordered the stamps, one of the stamp sets that goes with this, to make it look like a sheet of stamps, but I couldn't find like postage cancellation kind of stamps in my collection. So yeah, I thought maybe I could, but I didn't, so I had to order that. Anyway, it comes with this main die here, and then all of the little insets too. Let me just open this to show you the main die in full. So it looks like that. So it's nice and big. I'm not sure offhand what an A6 size is, but you know, it's bigger than an A2 size. So that's the inspiration for this project. And then when I thought about making a little scene, I thought that these stamps would be wonderful. So I've had these for a while and I've used them before. I love them. These are Lawn Fawn So Very Mice stamps. And I think they came out last year. I think it was last year. It could have been the year before, but does it have a year on here? I don't see one. Oh, 2022. Okay, so it was 2 years ago. So I have this stamp set, and then I have the coordinating dies, which just makes your life a lot easier when you want to make a little scene. You could just stamp them right on your card or paper. You don't need the dies, of course, but I like how they look when you use the dies to cut out the individual pieces. And these mice are so cute, and if you follow my channel, you know I love to sew, so combining stamping with sewing and paper projects, I just love it. So I used some of these, and then I used a couple of these too. This is kind of a coordinating set. This one is called Sewn with Love. So I used the sentiments, so cute here, and let's see, I think I used the button too, and I used one of the faces. And I love that this one comes with the coordinating dies too, even for the so cute. So it looks really nice when you cut that out. So I did that. And then I used one, I think just this stamp from this set. And this one I had gotten at Hobby Lobby a while back. I thought it was on sale, but it doesn't have a sale sticker here. Anyway, maybe I got it when it was 40% off, but I used the row of X's here, which is, you know, like cross stitch kind of, and I just use that on the inside of my card. And then I figured I would get this out just to show you. I'm always talking about this paper that I use for my white paper. I use it for stamping, for printing out the papers that I buy off Etsy. So if you're looking for this, they sell it at Walmart and Target. It's 65 pounds, premium smooth cardstock. It's by Astra Brights. It used to be Nina Bright White, and you get 80 of them. So this is a great paper. I use it all the time for anytime I need white paper. And it's very affordable too. And then I used one paper from this pad, I think just one. This is from Recollections. This is, remember when Michaels was putting out really nice papers like last year or the year before? Let's say this was in 2022, yeah. So yeah, I just used one of the papers from here, but it has beautiful ones. And the only one I used was this green paper that, as you can see, it's got a slight pattern on it. So it kind of reads as a solid, but a little bit more interesting. So I used that. And then I wanted to show you an example of one of the brushes that I use for ink blending. This one is by Waffle Flower, and it's got the really, really soft bristles. So these kind of brushes are great for when you're doing ink blending. So I definitely recommend brushes like that. And these are some of the inks that I used. These I had gotten in a pack from Hobby Lobby on clearance last year. These are Versa Magic. They're like oxide inks, they're chalk inks, and I use the colors Pixie Dust and Aquatic Splash and Pink Petunia. So I use those with those kind of brushes. And then I used Memento Tuxedo Black ink to do my stamping, and I use this whenever I'm doing like alcohol marker coloring. So I use that. It's a great stamp ink pad. And then I used these markers for my coloring. And as you can see, there are different brands. My favorite brand is King Art. I mean, I do like Copics. I don't have too many of those, but King Art, they're really nice and juicy. They have a fine tip and like a chisel tip, but I usually use the fine tip. This one is the Master's Touch brand, which is from Hobby Lobby. They're okay, but I really like the King Art brand. So those are all the colors that I used. Jade green, if you've been following me, you know this is my favorite green color to use, and it's from King Art. I usually get those in like a big package from like TJ Maxx usually has them. All right, so I brought over a ruler to measure my card for you. Let me just move these things out of the way and I'll show you my card. So this is how it came out, and I think it's just so cute. See, so cute. So the postage stamp sheet die, it cuts out beautifully, it cuts out all the little holes there. And they say on the Waffle Flower website that you could easily, just like cut this apart if you wanted to make like, individual postage stamps. So I might try that in the future. So the papers that I used, well, I told you I used that white paper for the background, and then I masked off 3 of the squares and used this ink here to, just to like give it a little shading on the edges. And then I took the tape off, and then you'd have the pink little square. These squares here, I just paper pieced some, the right size squares. This is a floral paper from Arala Miha's shop on Etsy. And then that green is the one from Recollections. And then this pink plaid paper that I used for the card base, that is from Etsy from a different shop. I use that all the time too. So I just cut out first I stamped out all the different images that I wanted to use from those stamp sets, and then I colored them with my alcohol markers, and then just ran them through my die cutting machine with the die on top. And I use mint tape to hold the die in place over the stamped image. And it's not that hard at all to do that, to make it look, nice and neat in the die cut. And I just think each scene has a very cute little collection of stamped images. See how this so cute came out? I just love that. I think that stamp set is really worth it. And just did all my coloring. I added just the buttons from the 2 different stamp and die sets all around, just to kind of emphasize the sewing theme. So this card came out to be, it's kind of almost a 5x7 size. Not quite. This is 6 and a little bit over 6 1/4 by 4 1/2. So in between an A2 and A7 size, I think, is a 5x7. I'm not sure. So anyway, that's what the front looks like. And then the inside, I used one of the other stamps, You Are So Amazing, added a couple more of the buttons, and that's where I added the Memento X's stamp. And this was a die that I had in my stash. This was a nesting set from Surprise Creation on AliExpress. And the card base, I used that same green paper from the Recollections pad. Like I said, it reads as a solid, but it does have a little texture to it. And that's the back, has my logo on it. So that's what I wanted to show you today. I think it came out really, really cute, and I thought Saturday Morning Makes was a good reason to show it. It's nice and flat, so it could be easily mailed as well. All right, so if you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll be back soon with more crafty videos. Take care, everybody. Bye.